So one of the latest names that have come up in the Delhi riots chart sheets is the name of Sitaram Yechury, who's the CPIM General Secretary, and he's here to speak with us. Sir, thank you so much for talking to us today. Sir, I'll get right to it. First off, the moment you heard that your name was in one of the chart sheets, specifically FIR 50, which is Police Station Jafrabad, what was your instant reaction, sir?
I was actually very surprised. I said, I mean, how do I figure in this entire issue of this communal violence that took place? Because I don't agree with this term calling riots. It's not a riot. It was a one-sided violent attack. And so, I mean, what was the connection? And then the tenuous connection was made out, saying that the anti-CAA protests and anti-CAA protests were the cause for this violence, which is ridiculous. I mean, this is a fabricated orchestration of trying to create a new narrative about how that violence took place. Because you see, why I say it's a fabrication and an orchestration is that 53 people died in this violence. There's not one charge sheet. Everybody in the world has seen on the social media the hate speeches, including that by the Union Cabinet Minister, the BJP leaders, and the chronology, so to speak, of the incidents. Nothing on that.
When you speak about these various speeches by BJP leaders, the Quint, we've ourselves reported on several complaints that have not converted to FIRs. But of course, I do want to say that, there have been various charge sheets that have been filed regarding the death of not only Hindus, but also Muslims. So you have the FIR 60, which is the head constable Ratan Lal. You have FIR 65, which is IB official Ankit Sharma. You have 102, 103, 104, which is regarding the 9 Muslims who died and the Hindu Qatar WhatsApp group. So I'd like to say that, yeah, of course, charge sheets are being filed in murder cases or in writing cases, etc.
What is the priority? If you're investigating the violence, what is your priority? You proceed on that investigation. So, those murders, these hate speeches. Instead of that, you're proceeding in which direction? And that is the motivation. Is the Delhi police working directly under the Union Home Ministry? Well, the game plan of the investigation, or to use our Home Minister's terminology, the chronology of this investigation was spelled out in the Parliament itself. And when this violence took place, I mean, you had the Union Home Minister lauding the Delhi police for very, very, speedy actions, etc. And also saying that it is the anti-CAA protests that were the conspirators for this violence. And
why do you think they're attacking anti-CAA protesters, sir?
So that's because CAA is their pet project, because they want to undermine the secular democratic constitution of India, and in its place, a declared objective of the RSS for nearly a century, that India should be a rabidly intolerant, theocratic, fascistic Hindutva Rashtra. It is their declared objective. I mean, it's not something hidden. I mean, this is what they say that India should be. If that has to be there, then this constitutional order has to go.
What do you make of your name coming up in Gulfisha Fatima's disclosure statements?
I don't know the authenticity of all this. Many of these pages have not been signed by these 3 young women.
Amongst the 3, Gulfisha Fatima has signed the statement, which is the statement where you are named.
The point
is... Yeah, so how did your name feature in her disclosure statement, which has been signed?
You ask her. I mean, I may have definitely met her. I'm not denying it.
Right.
But the point is, it's not out of any familiarity that my name would have come to.
Right.
Now, how that had come, that they'll have to answer.
Do you plan to take any action regarding your name coming up in the charge sheet?
Why should I take action? I mean, let's see what the police does. And they have been busy clarifying that there's nothing to be done.
Right. I mean, they did say that it was truthfully recorded as narrated to them.
So they say, yeah.
Right, sir. So are you afraid at all of being arrested or your name featuring in more charge sheets or anything like that?
Listen, young lady, I belong to Aishwarya, sorry. I belong to a generation that fought the emergency, restored democracy. This government is here today in office because of that democracy. We fought We restored democracy. We'll fight this and we will defend our constitution. Mobilizing people for a certain objective is never wrong. It's a constitutional right, and it's a right for a peaceful mobilization, which is what I was doing. As long as this constitution remains, this right remains for me. Having sworn on this constitution, taken oath on this constitution a number of times.
Do you feel like there is a stronger need right now, considering the stage of the investigation, for people to come together and show solidarity for these activists? Do you think enough is happening?
No, I mean, much more needs to happen, no doubt about it. Much more needs to happen. But there are efforts to show the solidarity. But then the point is that the whole effort of the state, so to speak, this government, this BJP government, is to intimidate people, saying that if you come, this is what will happen to you also.
Are they succeeding, sir?
Well, I hope they won't, because they're not succeeding with me. They won't succeed with many of us. But I hope they don't. I'm appealing to people not to fall into that trap.